Just how dilapidated is Consuelo Pinto's fridge?
My fridge isn't in good shape at all. You can see here how the rubber gasket around the door is partially broken. So the freezer doesn't work properly anymore, and it always defrosts quickly. I sometimes put a chair in front of it to keep the food from spoiling. And then it uses a huge amount of electricity. At night I often shut the fridge off so I can turn on the fan for my child. Because if I have both appliances on, I use way too much electricity, so I prefer to turn it off. You have to economize with everything that uses electricity. Otherwise, you've used up half your pay by the end of the month.
Consuelo's old fridge has had its day and swallowed up a lot of money she didn't have. She paid off the electricity bills she ran up. Now she's getting rid of the fridge. Transportation was arranged days ago.
You have enough room, don't you?
Consuelo lives in a poor neighborhood in the city of Maceió. Today, she's in a mood to celebrate.
I'm so excited. I won't calm down until I have my new fridge.
75 residents are swapping their old refrigerators for new ones. At the collection point, fridges up to 40 years old are piling up. They guzzle huge amounts of electricity and damage the environment because they're filled with CFCs. All the people taking part in the upgrade are first given a T-shirt promoting the local electric company, which is footing the bill for the project. Consuelo isn't paying a centavo for her new fridge. A law requires Brazilian power companies to invest in energy efficiency, especially among the disadvantaged. Even so, only people who have accounts with the power company and pay their bills are eligible. The many who tap their electricity illegally go away empty-handed. Pablo Magalhães is coordinating the project in 4 states on behalf of the power companies. And he's taken over the task of recycling the appliances.
About 20% of the CFC gases in an old fridge are in the compressor. It keeps the entire cooling system going. For us, it's of paramount importance to keep the cooling system intact, including the compressor. If it's missing or the cooling system is damaged, we won't exchange the fridge.
One refrigerator contains as much CO2 as a small car emits in a year. So the long trip to the recycling station is of little consequence. The truck takes 3 days to reach its destination. In the compound in the state of Minas Gerais, more than 9,000 fridges are awaiting disposal. That means more than 40,000 tons of CO2 that won't be released into the atmosphere. In all of Brazil, the potential is huge. 20 million appliances, plenty of fodder for the new recycling machine from Germany. The International Climate Initiative is sponsoring this project to the tune of more than 5 million euros. The patriotic colors on the machine are an extra.
This is unique. There's no other in the world in these colors. It's specially for Brazil.
The first step in the recycling process happens here. Oil and climate-damaging CFCs are sucked out of the compressor. Fridges used to be dismantled by hand, and the dangerous gases simply escaped into the atmosphere, as do those in the foam insulation which entire generations of old appliances still have.
The foam is between the plastic and the metal side. 80% of the CFC gases are in this insulation foam. Now we finally have a way to deal with this material.
The new machine removes the dangerous gases from the foam and shreds the entire refrigerator in 3 minutes. The foam is used to make pellets for the construction industry. The rest becomes granules, plastic, iron, and copper, all for sale. And what happens to the gases?
These are the tanks where we collect all the gases. We have enough containers to store the production from the first 8 months. But our task is to burn these gases and render them harmless. Unfortunately, there's no technological solution yet for that in Brazil. So we're using imported technology, an incinerator we plan to put into operation in this compound.
Funding for the incinerator is already assured. It's hoped it will be the drop-off point for climate-damaging gases from all over Brazil. In Maceió, the new fridges are being distributed. Consuelo's is loaded onto the horse cart. She can hardly believe her luck. And she's delighted it's all in its original packaging. We asked her what she thought when she was told she might be able to participate in the project and replace her old fridge.
I thought, will I really be lucky enough? But in the end, a young woman came over one morning and told me I'd been chosen. I flung my arms around her and hugged her so tight. I can't afford a new fridge and mine was so old. It came just at the right time, at the end of the year, the best possible Christmas present.
The new refrigerators use environmentally friendly natural coolants. Consuelo finds that interesting, but what counts for her is that her electricity bill will be half as much as it's been till now.